connections to other people that I don't want to have. There's times when I'm saying, why am I emotionally charged with this person regarding about what they do or who are with or say or anything like that. And I've learned that emotional cords can come to you without you even knowing it. Because as long as you're verbally speaking about someone through gossip, resentment, shame, love, um, what is the how do I want to say it? Uh, uh, Love, yes, because we all need the connection of love. Um, Flirting. Um, there's other positive ways, but for some reason right now, I'm only thinking about the negative ways that we connect ourselves with each other. But the negative connections are the things that hold us back. The negative connections with we have with someone else keep us from self-regulating in a way that moves the needle towards our particular goals and de-stressors. So today I spoke to two people who charged me, and I realized for myself I had to deregulate, de-escalate my own emotions towards not towards them, but towards the connection that we had because these two people are going to be in my life. You know, I can't not make them be in my life, but I can allow myself not to have the emotional charge. And see, they came to me because I'm Coach Hunt. I am the holistic self love coach. And they wanted to vent about a certain situation that other people are dealing with them. And so I was walking today and I was like, what is going on? Why am I still emotionally charged about their emotional chargedness? And so I had to self regulate and cut those cords just mentally. It wasn't, or let those cords dissolve, I should say. I didn't cut the cords. I let those cords dissolve because I just had this big revelation within my own self that if I kept speaking about them with my vocal cords, then I'm strengthening the emotional cords. And when Spirit gave me that, I was like, okay, I understand that because what we say are scripted, but our emotional cords and our vocal cords are connected because we only have emotional issues to things that we speak about, right? We speak about our emotions 90 probably percent of the time. I don't know the research, but most of the things that we say has an emotional charge. We otherwise we wouldn't say it. It'd be in our mind. We'll have a conversation. But the things that we do say, I'm just going to give guesstimation. Definitely over 90% of the time, they have an emotional charge. And usually it's on the end of negative. Probably 51%. But we're all trying to move into a more positive way to have our manifestations and our emotions be in the most positive sense as possible because that is what propels us forward in our own evolution as a human being. See, AI is so bland. When you read about certain things, it doesn't have the emotional charge to their conversation, but we as humans have emotional charge. We as humans keep connecting ourselves to each other because we need the feedback of the loop of the emotions. It's very difficult because it dropped in and I wanted to talk about it, but I know I don't have it all within myself. Forgive me, you guys. I got out the shower and so because I went walking, so I'm a little wet, so to speak. But the vocal cords and the emotional cords, I also saw like the image of like a puppeteer. We are our own puppeteers, and when we allow certain emotions to be plucked and strung, then we don't have the ability to navigate this world in a way that is heart centered, that is loving, that is growth, that is expanding because we're still gossiping or charged with some kind of negative something to somebody else. And I don't believe that that is our purpose. I believe our connection with each other is to strengthen the most positive things that we can to elevate not just ourselves, but mankind altogether. And so I'm grateful and thankful for the revelation that my vocal cords connect my emotional cords. And also, it reminded me of what I was taught back in the day in the Bible at church, don't gossip. Like, gossiping hurts you. Talking about other people hurts you because you are the one who's connecting the emotional cord. And that can be dealt with anybody or anything. And sometimes it's very unconscious because you're listening to people and you're agreeing. You're like, yeah, mm-hmm. I mean, think about how many people have emotional cords to teams and uh, items and relationships. I remember personally having a 10-year emotional core connected to my ex, and I because I kept talking about it. And one day I was like, why am I still connected to him? And then that's when I realized I need to no longer. That's why some people, I want to say, they cut you off, but they don't cut you off. They block you or they cut you off, but they truly didn't if they're still speaking about you. So how some people say, if my name is in your mouth, then you thinking about me more than I'm thinking about you. So when you name something, when you're using your vocal cords, you are connecting an emotional cord. And so therefore you're still connected to that person. And when you're connected to someone else that you don't want to be connected to emotionally, and you're all charged up for no reason, that's when you know it's all about you. You have the power to let those cords dissolve and move forward with your life, or still be the puppet within yourself and be connected and all tangled up, like I see it in my mind's eye. I also see it like a spool of yarn, and there's this ball of energy, and then one person has got one end and the other person's got the other end, and you just all tangled up. Nobody wants to be captured. We all want to be free to move about this universe and this playground as we will. But connections are important. So I'm not saying to disconnect from everybody. The connection of love, compassion, grace, faith, hope. We want those connections, and we want those connections to expand and strengthen. At least I know I do in my life. So this is Coach Hunt. I love you guys so much. I have your greatest interest at heart. If you want any information about this particular subject, you can always check the description box. I will have some information there for you. And that's it. That's all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.